Okay, first say your name and where you from.
What you mean?
Not what hood. Stop the thing. Stop the thing.
My name is Delta Cooley. Oh, Miss Delta Cooley. And I'm from California.
My name is Attitude, and I'm from South Central LA.
Donnie Ru from Crossland, California.
Hi, my name is Sharon and I'm from LA.
Tamika Owens, Los Angeles.
My name is Keisha, and I'm from LA.
My name is Chris. I'm from Compton. Everybody call me Cee Rider. I'm known as Cee Rider, but my name is Chris.
Kymora.
Good morning, my name is Kiwanna.
So my first question is, who is Queen to you?
Queen is like my little sister, my best friend. She everything.
Queen is a motherfucking queen. That's who Queen is. You don't know her like I do.
She's my hairstylist and my friend.
I met Queen in Compton on Tamarind Street. The year was probably 96 or 97. Queen, I think either was in a Caprice or a Photo Cutlass. I don't know, it was a gangster car or whatever it was.
I've been knowing Queen since 2006. So that's like, what, 18 years?
So where did you first meet Queen and what was that like?
Okay, well I met Queen through my homeboy Big Tuck. He was dealing with the homegirl, her sister, Quay. So they pulled up to the hood and she saw me, you know me, she was gazing in my eyes and shit, so I approached her. That's our introduction right there.
My relationship with Queen has been a great relationship. I can honestly say she's one of those persons that I can call if, you know, I need to talk or vent or whatever.
Tell us about your relationship with Queen.
My relationship with her, auntie, love her to death. She's a strong individual. She was the leader of her family. She's a leader of the pack.
I just like that how she's just like a jack of all trades, all the stuff that she know how to do, and like.
One thing you love about Queen?
That she calls me out when I'm wrong and a person that I can count on.
Could you tell us something that you love about her? Like that one thing that you love about her.
The thing that I love about Queen is because of her open heart, her ability to learn things and teach you things. I've learned a lot from her building, you know, her business, her organizations, and I like the fact that she loves to share her journey and her experiences with her people, you know, so they can come up alongside of her. She's not selfish, and that's what I love about her.
Queen, you know, she that ride or die like me. You know, we some ride or dies. You know, we got too much in common. We short, but I met Queen through a mutual friend, and we was doing music. She rap, I rap, and so he, the producer at the time, he was like, Ada, I want you to meet Queen B.G. Queen B.G. Like, she remind me of you with this, the way y'all flow and shit, little gangster style, and then she with the business like you. And I want y'all need to do a song. So we end up doing a song. We end up meeting up to see if we was gonna feel each other, right? Cause we them type of bitches. We gotta make sure we feel the bitch, you know. A queen gonna always feel the fake bitch. But anyway, we connected instantly, so.
Was there ever like a moment where you were like, yeah, this girl is different?
Hell yeah, some more gang moments, man. I can remember when, see me, I'm from the east side, right? I'm a car root, so I didn't know when I met her, I didn't really take her seriously, like as far as on no street shit. You feel me? Until it slipped a few times when I was in their presence, but when me and my homeboys, when she invited me to her daughter football game, she was cheerleader or whatever. So we go to Jefferson High School, and Jefferson High School, and for me, I'm thinking it's all homies, like, you know what I'm saying, bloods and shit, not even knowing, you know. So we go inside, whoop, and we go to the wrong side, but we go into the side where we think is the side, you feel me, of the football field, and we run across a homie from West Side, and he like, what's up with y'all, man? Whoa. So I'm like, what's up? We here to, you know, celebrate. We here to, you know, with the homegirl. Her daughter's a cheerleader. He like, for who? I say for the demos. He like, oh no, this ain't the side though. That's they on the other side. So we look across the field. That shit was on the other side, for real though. Like, it was like niggas, blue chucks, khaki suits, shirts off, hair wild. I'm like, that's not the side. I said, I called her. You know what I'm saying? I had to call her, like, hey, where you at? She like, I'm on the other side. Where y'all at? I said, I'm in the field. I'm in the middle right here. She, I see y'all. Where you at? I'm like, hold up, where you at? I'm on that other, you looking my way. I'm like, God damn. I said, meet me in the middle by the snack shack. She walked up. I said, lucky a nigga had, you know what I'm saying? Nigga always heavily equipped, you know what I'm saying? But it was like, what the fuck? And niggas was on us though. So I'm gonna ask you a question right there. So when we made to the section, niggas was on us, pressing, like trying to like get ready to press. And she saw the situation occur and she pressed them. I ain't never saw that. Like, I never saw a female press some hardcore gang members to the point where they was like, they respected her. Not saying they was busters or nothing, but they just respect her and they bowed. They pushed back, and it was like, damn. But at the same time, I'm like, damn, I didn't know she was serious like this. Like, this shit threw me off. You know what I mean? So I'm like, okay, I respect that. So yeah, that's her. That's Queen all day though.
What type of friend would you say she is?
She's a good friend. Also, I felt like someone that I could talk to about anything. That's what I'm saying. A friend that you could talk to about anything. They'll pray for you. If you needed them to be there, they'll be there.
When I first met him and just observed, because we didn't really get like a one-on-one interaction, because it was kind of via like a lot of my little partners that ran with them. You know, I used to hang at their house every day, but I think she had a lot of adversity, meaning she was like the older sister, but she was like the mama too. You know, to be honest, I almost thought she was the mama. But, you know, she's the older sister, but she was like the mom. You know what I mean? I had met the mom and the dad, and of course they were dealing with life struggles and everything, but Queen was more like the responsible one. You know, I see her take care of her sisters. You know, I remember times when I see her hustling just so she could put food on the table for her sisters. And in that time, I'm not gonna say that it was strange, but when you meet somebody like Queen that's out there hustling, everybody, you know, selling crack, whatever, I ain't keeping a buck, just, you know, doing what she had to do to take care of not only herself, but at that time, I think she had kids then too. Did you have a kid then? Yeah. So, I think she had a lot of adversities that she overcome.
Do you remember where you first met Queen and how was that like?
When I first met Queen, we met at church at Greater Zion in Compton. And we were doing a health fair and I met her. She was actually selling her clothing. And I don't know how we got on this situation, how we got on it, but we got into hair and I pulled out my phone showing her all the different hairstyles and she ended up booking me for an appointment and I haven't left since.
Okay. In that 15 and 20 years, could you tell us about your relationship?
Yes. We met. We started being a social club. And we met in Vegas. Well, we met before Vegas. We used to do the roundups with the social clubs. And I used to admire her. She always used to be pretty and have her big purse on her arm. And I said, what's in that purse? She said, baby, you don't want to know. I said, okay. So then we went to Vegas and we had fun in Vegas. Then we started talking about business. And I found out that she has a lot of business and I have business. But she taught me how to make my business non-profit. This lady is real smart and intelligent. Girl, y'all need to know. Y'all need to get with her. Y'all want to start a non-profit. Y'all want to do hair. Y'all, whatever y'all want to know, y'all need to get in touch with Queen, because that's the lady. Because she taught me a lot. Okay?
Okay. Have you ever seen Queen mad, and what was that like?
Ooh. Have I ever seen her mad? You don't want to see her mad. That's like a Tasmanian devil ready to explode. She smiled, got that pretty voice. Oh, but don't let it fool you. Please don't.
Ship between you guys?
Oh, that's my bitch. You know, Queen. You know, she that ride or die like me. You know, we some ride or dies. You know, we got too much in common. We short.
Tell us about Wall Street. What was
Wall
that?
Street, baby. Let me tell you about Wall Street. That's where we grew up at. East side. You better tell about the Wall Street babies. That was us. Wall Street, we was fun. It was fun. I loved being on Wall Street as a kid. Like I said, I have my son and I didn't have my son over there. I have my daughter over there. But growing up on Wall Street, we used to have block parties. Everybody knew each other. We hung out in the street. We'd be down at Queen House in the yard, barbecue pits. Oh my God, now them was the good old days. Wasn't them the good old days? Baby, let me tell you, it was the good old days. Sitting on the stoop, cutting up fish. Chuck, you remember the go fishing in the morning times, come back and be sitting outside on the stoop, cleaning the fish. Why? Because somebody finna fry it. So that was us.
Do you have any, like, one of your favorite stories on Wall Street with Queen you would like to share real quick?
Yeah, she tried to beat me up.
What happened?
I don't think she meant it. I was just out in the way and I was washing my car and she was walking down the street. I think she was in one of her moments and she walked up. She was like, get the hell out the way. And I was like, excuse me? She was like, you heard me, bitch. I said, ooh, she for real. My mama said, girl, go on down the street and leave her alone. You know she ain't bothering nobody. So that was it. But we was always cool though. I just think she just had one of them moments though.
Could you tell us about your observations of Queen's faith walk?
She is very very team Jesus. She has to talk to him a lot. Because you know, being the life of a Christian is a struggle. It's not easy. But yeah, when I come around, she plays the spiritual music. We can have church right there. There's no question about her faith.
Now, could you tell us about one of your most memorable moments you've had with Queen? That's a lot, huh?
Yeah. My most memorable moments with Queen is when she used to come to my house with her dad. And I swear, she was like 10 years old, 9 or 10 years old. And her dad, he would drink, you know, and he loved to drink to where she would have to take him home. And I really admired her because she would leave my house in this long Cadillac, driving all the time. And I always admired her for being so strong. Like, this little girl straight driving this big Cadillac. So that's a good memory that I have of her.
Life for Queen. Oh my God. It wasn't easy. It wasn't easy.
elaborate.
And when I say it wasn't easy, it was because of the upbringing that we both endured as kids. You know, both of our moms ran together in the lifestyle that they lived. I can say that my queen had to overcome a lot. So, you know, growing up with her, you know, we seen a lot.
Well, you know what? One time it was, I'm about to say one of our experiences never endured danger, but I remember one time Queen was, you know, getting her hustle on in the neighborhood, and one of the homies didn't like it. And at this time, one of the homies was like the neighborhood bully, like everybody feared him. Well, some people feared him, not all of us feared him, but a lot of people feared him, and he felt like she couldn't make no more money in the neighborhood. And he said that he had already warned her not to sell, you know, hustle in the neighborhood no more. And she still continued to, so he said he was gonna go over there and put a demo down. So we was a little worried about it, me and my boy Fisher, but we had told the homie that, you know, that wasn't gonna fly. But really, our words didn't stand on nothing as much as when she stood on her own words and didn't back down. So when we seen her stand up to him, it was almost like she about to shoot it out with this nigga or what? Cause it was like that. And I think that was probably one of the wildest as far as like if it was, and he had anything to do with danger. But I think the wildest fun times, we went to Palm Springs and just had a ball the whole weekend. Turned up, drinking, casino, motorcycle party, she performing. That was like a real rock star weekend.
All right, it's a few. I'm gonna just give this one. I'm gonna sum this one up right here with this one. I was out hanging out. She called me early in the day. I was supposed to do something else. It's two. I'm gonna bring up two situations because, but the first one was she had called me and she was like, I want to see you, whatever. Oh, I'm like, shit, I'm about to go do something else. But so the first plan didn't go through, so I'm like, fuck it, I'm in LA anyway. I ain't no LA cat, but I still, you know, surface around. So I hung out a little too long with a couple cats, and I called her like, what street you on? And so she was like, I'm on such and such, but she didn't know I was in the area anyway. So I'm hitting. Matter of fact, I'm in the crazy. I got red pea hat, red shirt. You know what I'm saying? I'm in a no tinted truck. So I'm hitting corners and I see the function is cracking. And I'm really not surveying, like looking at the area, like looking at the dudes. So I see dudes walking fast and shit, but I'm not even paying attention. So I'm on the phone with her like, hey, where you at? I'm here. So she like, I'm about to come outside. So I park and jump out. I park and she come out and she like, oh, she tell me niggas is ready to bust on me. Like, you know what I'm saying? Niggas is on me. You feel me? So I'm like, damn. She say, like, if she wouldn't have came out, you wouldn't be getting this interview today. You know what I'm saying? Like, straight up, like, she had crazy, it was like, her status is crazy, but it was another one where, when we first started talking, and she was coming to my side of town, and we was chilling, but it was like one time she just came unannounced. And it caused a situation, right? Really, she don't know it caused a situation in my area because she pulled up in the section where homies and the homegirls hang at. And she just pulled up and jumped out asking where I was at. And like, like the homegirls was like, hold up, who is you? You know what I'm saying? So she called me like, hey, where you at? I'm like, I'm off in the whole nother area. I'm sliding to her there. I'm like, oh, I'm out, what's up? Oh, where you at? I'm over here. I'm like, where you at? Till I'm at Lewis Park. You at Lewis Park. Hold up. Now I'm in full traffic. In traffic. It's like 3 o'clock. It's like 2 o'clock. I'll never forget. I'm at a light. I stopped the whole traffic. You at Lewis Park. For what? Where you at? I'm looking for you. I fucked off my whole meeting with somebody else. I busted U-turn in the middle of traffic to go back because it's like, what the hell you doing over there? Like, why are you over there? So when I pull up, she got on like 501s, K-Swiss shirt, you know what I'm saying? Like blue shit on. Like, hold up, what are you?
I'm crying.
Motherfuckers ready to, niggas ready to squabble with her. Like, she would have gave a couple of homegirls a business, but they on my bumper. They're like, Donnie, you fucking with Wooty Wops? And I'm like, oh my God. Like, hold up. This is one I can't let y'all, you know what I'm saying? Like, we ain't about to go there. But yeah, that motherfucker crazy. She put me in a bad situation. That's how I knew she was kind of like off a little bit. Like, you know what I mean? Like real shit. Like she put me in a situation. Straight up.
You know, and the Queen has a different type of meaning. But anyway, so I was at her wedding. We ain't gonna disclose that nigga's name. But anyway, yeah. It was all good, you know, but I seen right through the nigga. She just didn't see what I saw. You know, I knew it. You know, so that's why I was the witness there. You know, I was the witness there. She was beautiful too. And this nigga had to disappear. This nigga disappeared. She was hurt. The Queen was hurt. And I got to see another side of it, you know. So it was like a temporary hurt, but through that temporary hurt, it was like, fuck that nigga. And I was like, yeah, fuck that nigga, been fuck that nigga. That nigga, you should have been, because I been said fuck that nigga. You know, he missed out on the Queen. He didn't know what a real queen was. He didn't know the definition of a queen. That's why his ass missed the fuck out. But anyway, so, you know, she overcame that shit. She stood up, she woke up like a real queen, elevates, right?
Yeah.
And I watched her different levels of elevation. You know, she went from here to here, there to there. And I was with her through all of that, you know. So our relationship, we have like we sister queens.
For her as a mother, could you tell us the relationship between her and her kids? Like, how's that like?
The relationship between her kids, I could say that, like I said, the qualities that she had with her kids was she made sure her kids had a plan, made sure her kids was structured, made sure her kids understood the proper channels of like survival, you know what I mean? So she made sure they didn't have to, they knew what they had to take care of. Like she made sure she did what she had to do to make sure they were successful in life or whatever the decision they made.
Mother, what type of mother would you say Queen is?
Well, put it like this. Fuck with her kids if you want to. I don't care wrong or right. She got their back. She they mama, she they everything. And she ain't even playing with them though. But that's what real moms do. You don't let them get away with everything. But you still love them. And she went through a cold struggle with her and her kids. You know, she didn't give up on them and she didn't give up on herself. You know, but she made sure if she wasn't all right, mama had her kids right. Like a real queen do. So she get a mama trophy, of course.
Shit. You and your kids, I would say, is a close one. I know that Queen's kids respect her, and are grateful for her. I believe she has a good relationship with her kids.
Hard time that you seen Queen go through?
Yeah, she go through some hard times, especially when like you dealing when you own your own business and you dealing with people that gotta pay you and they don't pay you. That's a hard time, cause then you gotta figure out how you gonna hustle up and get some more money.
Could you describe Queen in one word?
Awesome.
Could you elaborate?
It's like it's nothing that I could really say anything that's negative or anything about her. So that's why I say awesome. And am I gonna say faithful?
Oh, we see Queen now, and we notice she's all soft-spoken and sweet. Was she always that way?
Queen has always been quiet. She always been a sweet person, but she's not to be tested. And that's where people get it twisted. She's always been quiet, but she's not to be tested. It's like, don't let the smooth taste fool you, because she's not that girl.
Now, can you tell us something about Queen that really impacted your life?
That impacted my life. That's kind of like, that's like 4 questions in one, really, because the impact she had in my life was, I'm gonna start from the good. She helped me through the situations I was going through as far as late night conversations and expressing, showing me like a strong woman. You know what I'm saying? Because she endured like a lot of confusion and a lot of difficulties as far as raising her children under the circumstances of having less during difficult times, though. Not just because she is like what life brought her, you know what I'm saying? And coming from having a certain type of status to selling dope, you know what I'm saying? Like back to what she familiar with. You get what I'm saying? That's when shit got hard, she like, fuck it, I gotta survive still. And you know, she still went in the trenches where everybody gave up on her. So I respect that. That's what it is. I don't know what else the question was. That shit kind of threw me off a little bit, because I could go deep with her, because she showed me a lot what a woman, any person, like any human, that, you know, if they getting it in the streets or anyway, when shit go bad, they still don't give up. She still had hope, you know what I mean, to the person she is today.
Could you tell us about Queen being a community leader?
Oh, she's a very good community. She feed the homeless. She do toy drives. She cooked for Thanksgiving. She did a Thanksgiving cook food. She loved to cook. So she feed the community all the time. She always makes sure that the community, and she love the kids. And then she has her beauty boutique where she teach the kids how to do hair. She cut hair. So Queen is, whew, and she's a real entrepreneur.
Wow. Baby, let me tell you, Auntie Too. Now that was a love. That was a love that nobody, and when I say nobody could come in. Them two peas in a pod. You saw one, you saw the other. Oh my God, that's a love that, if you in the hood, that's a love that you will want, because they stood through it all. Oh my God, they stood through it all. I love them. Oh God, you see my uncle on that bike. That leg. He was going, and Auntie Too on the side.
One thing about me that you feel like people don't know, but they should know?
One thing they should know, that's a praying woman. She put God first. She's an entrepreneur, and she's trustworthy. So if you need a friend and a sister, you need to come meet Queen.
Now, if you could change one thing about Queen, what would it be?
if I could change one thing about Queen is that she do more for herself and try to do more self-care for Keisha, because she does have that big heart to where sometimes she count herself out. So I would want her to count herself in as well.
Okay. Now, what type of mother would you say she is?
A mother that don't play no games. She get her kids everything, but don't play no games.
Now, could you tell us one thing that you love about Queen?
I just like that how she's just like a jack of all trades, all the stuff that she know how to do, and like just really nice, and she know how to. I feel like she know how to adjust to whatever person, like just for I've been around when she's doing other people's hair or whatever, and she know how to adjust like the music, and I don't know how else to say it.
Could you tell me what it was like growing up with Queen and her parents?
Amazing. Queen, she's always been like a straightforward person. She's very strong, very manner of parents. Beautiful parents raised her. They really thought that Queen should have been a boy.
Okay. Now, what type of relationship does her mom and her dad have?
What type of relationship do they have? I would say Romeo and Juliet. True love. Birthdays, anniversary ran together. Just, you knew that they were a team, real team.
Okay. Could you give us a little history on Queen's parents and how they were like back in the days?
Well, growing up around Anthony and Tootie, it was fun and loving, but tough and rough. And what I mean by that, they were caring, loving parents and cousins, but they did not let us be scared of anything. Like, we couldn't be scared of anything. We had to fight if someone challenged us. We couldn't show no tears, no weakness. They basically showed us tough love and how to basically handle the streets in this world. Now that I'm older, you know, I see they was teaching us how to handle the streets and the things that come along with it.
Okay. Now, could you tell us the type of relationship that her mom and dad have?
They had a pretty good relationship. They fight it. They kick each other's ass. they kick each other's ass. They turn around and make up. You want to? I'll tell you the truth.
That's not real love, huh?
Yeah, that was some real love right there. I wouldn't want that kind of love.
Can you tell us about her relationship between her and her siblings?
Love and hate.
Elaborate.
From the time that I met them, they was always falling out with one another, but you know, I guess that's what people in households do. You know, brothers, sisters, siblings. If they not talking to each other, I always make it my part to talk to each other about one another. But I know that all of them love each other. Them coming together as one, I know they could be dangerous. You know what I mean? Real dangerous, you know. Especially the baby sister.
Now, could you tell us about her relationship between her and her siblings?
The relationship between her and her siblings, as I remember when we were younger, she was like the mother figure to me. You know, like big sister and mother type figure. As we got older, from like junior high school, like after junior high school, we really didn't hang and connect. However, my father still stayed, you know, connected to the family, but we wasn't like around each other as teenagers and things like that. But from a youth, she's been like a mother figure to her siblings, to all her sisters.
With her parents.
Like I said, I wouldn't say to me with Queen and her parents, me personally, I would think it would have been not that easy. The way Queen is, she made it easy. She made it look like a piece of cake, but in the back of it, I'm sure she struggled, but she wasn't the type of person that would come out and say she was struggling, because she's that strong of a person. So you would never know that she was going through anything. You just would not know, because she was the type of person, the type of woman that wouldn't say nothing. She was just, as the name that she has, Queen.
Yeah, her daddy was just quiet and be himself, but her mama, that's a gangster mama. She ain't gonna play with you. She gonna put you in your place and tell you where to go at and where to get spitted out.
About the relationship between her and her siblings.
Siblings. All girls, beautiful girls. They knew that Keisha was the head. They followed her lead. They all turned out to be beautiful, strong, independent women with businesses, book writings, just strong women.
Okay. Now, could you also tell us about her kids and how they are like?
Kids. Well, Keisha broke the barrier by having a boy, because it's all girls in her family. But she was that type of parent that she ride and die for her children, and she's going to get them, but it's not a material thing. It's a mindset to live on after she's gone, to take care of themselves. That's how she raised them strong.
Okay. And what were they like growing up?
Her kids are loving to her. They love their mother, and they supportive. They're real supportive in her journeys. And what I like about her is she includes them in every aspect of her business. Her being an author, her Queen's Club, where she gives out food, and she makes them a part of her journey, and they're willing and able to accept that leadership from their mom.
Now, last question. Could you tell us about a time that you and Queen had hit a rough patch, and what happened?
And we say getting having rough patches though. You know what I'm saying? Tonight might be a rough patch on the set. Like for real though, because it's like this motherfucker, I could call her one night, I could be on my shit. Be like, you know what, I don't have nobody to call. And I'd be like, you know what, man, I feel like this type of that. Like my main conversations with her would be my daughter. Like, cause I did like 8.5 years in the pen, in the feds with them. And I missed that action with my daughter, right? So I'll be like, man, listen. And I'll be like, she know the street life. So she'd be hearing me out, and I'd be trying to express shit. She'd be like, okay, do this and that. Then I'd call her, like, weeks later, and be like, man, I could be caught on some other shit. Be like, man, these niggas woo woo. And she'd be like, what the fuck? Like, nigga, you just called me last week talking about how you trying to change for your daughter. You like, nigga, and I on everything. Them type of conversations, I end the conversation. I won't talk to her for weeks on everything. And I'll call her back like, what's up? And she be like, and she keep it like she ain't say nothing either. Like, I'm like, this motherfucker crazy. But she keep a nigga mind going, because in the beginning stages, she always told me the truth though. I ain't gonna lie, she always kept me on my shit, because I'll be spazzing out a little bit here and there, but she always kept it real with me though. But that's the darkest you get, you know what I mean? The darkest we ain't never had no dark ass shit, be tripping on each other. Because I respect her anyway. Never did nothing with her, you know what I'm saying? We never had no sexual encounters or nothing. I tried though, on everything. Wasn't successful. That's the first on everything. She the only one. I'm like, damn, she know. I ain't never. Nigga had a pocket full of rubbers. Still, them motherfuckers today they fresh. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, fuck. So
What's about the hardest thing you ever watched her go through?
Rap. Nah, I think the hardest thing I seen her go through was surgery.
Tell us about that.
Nah, you know, really, well, the surgery, nah, I haven't really, I don't know, like a lot of the life struggles that I seen Queen go through, she didn't wear it on her shoulder, so you wouldn't have known that it was bothering her or taking a toll on her unless you know, you kind of really knew her. But even at that, you know, it'd be all type of stuff that she, you know, used to go through. But she'd get past it and just jump over that hurdle, jump over the hurdle, climb over this building, crawl under this fence. Like, she didn't let no barrier stop her. So, you know, it was the hardest thing. I can't really recall because it just be so much stuff used to always come at her. It was like, damn, one thing is this, one thing is...
Now, could you tell us about the hardest thing you've ever watched her go through?
The hardest thing... hardest thing I felt that she went through with dealing with her siblings, though. Because I feel like I met her through her sister, you know what I'm saying? And the way they came, and like the way me and Quay was like, we was like, I respect her too, you feel me? And dealing with the struggle she had to go through, and nobody was there with her to go through that shit, and me hearing her every night was a problem. You know what I'm saying? I felt like it was bad. I didn't like that. You know what I'm saying? So it was a dislike for myself. It was a dislike for her, but she was maintaining, like I said, she a go-getter. She gonna go and do what she gonna do and make sure she can handle it for her children. But I just felt like if she had more support, she could get through where she want to, whatever she went through. You know what I mean? So that was my dislike about that. But she a survivor though. Like shit, she make it through anything, I believe. I put my money on it. Straight up. She's still right. She's still here today.
It doesn't show, but you feel the world needs to know.
Oh, here y'all go again. Damn. Because, oh man, because I mean, it's like, it's really nothing that you can't do. So it's like I gotta pick and choose of all these things that's instilled in there, you know, that's there, and grab something out because, you know, I'm gonna make it real simple because I kind of basically said it already, because she's a woman of all trades. So they need more of her, more of her, more of her, more of her. You know, more. She needs to be heard more because she deep, and she needs to be heard more, and she's very wise. So more of her.
It could be, okay, that question could be towards two different audiences though. You know what I mean? So to the people that know her from the beginning, you know what I mean, earlier stages, they can say, I'm gonna say what I noticed, what I know, she really cared like a motherfucker. Like, she different. Like, for my experience, she really in tune with family. You know what I'm saying? Family and how people observe her being a parent. Because I can say, like, for real, as a woman doing her shit, I could say she like one of the best parents I could look at. Like, you know, so I'll be having problems with respecting women, certain women, when it comes to raising females, because I know it's times when I try to just pop up, not even knowing, like, hey, not even letting her know. It'd be like, hey, look, because if you tell me an address, I'm gonna remember that shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm think I'm doing something, and she's real private when it comes to her family, her kids. You know what I'm saying? So I done got cussed out for just pulling up, thinking I'm the nigga. You know what I'm saying? Hold up, nigga, my kids live here. What the fuck you doing here? I'm talking about niggas. I'm talking about a woman talking to me like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, nigga, I'm Donnie Ru. Like, hold up. Like, hold up. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, nigga, why you pulling up, nigga? What the fuck? And I got plans and everything. Shit, reservations and all that. Like, I got canceled shit. Hey, I got, you know what I'm saying? COVID wasn't even in back then. I got, you know, we ain't gonna be able to make it. She don't even know what's going on, because the only reason she tripped off because her children in there. And she don't want no nigga just popping up. And I respect that. And that's what that question reflect on that, because she ain't no typical woman that's gonna bring no nigga around her kids. And she got a sensitive side too on everything, like, for real though. She before I knew the street image of her, who she is, I always like, to this day I always hear, like, she call me, she be like, she got this little soft ass voice. I'll be like, why you always talk to me like that? Like, you don't supposed to talk to me like that. Like, you trying to give in. Like, hold up, nigga, you got me. You know what I'm saying? Hey, baby. Like, hold up. Like, it's different. But it's like, you a whole nother nigga though. You know what I'm saying? Like, we could pull up at the park, you got your shit in the scrunchie, you ready to squabble. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, we gotta be in the same, I need to know who the fuck you is. But nah, but for real though, she's a great person though. I can't really speak too much badness on her, like, for real though. Even though I be dealing with my own shit with her, but overall, she's a great person, straight up.
Streets are getting the best of me. No real description for the feelings that's inside of me. Been broken hearted for a long time, thinking if my soul died, then how the hell my soul cried. It's a constant battle that I fight. I gotta make it through the day just to experience a sleepless night. I think the world is getting colder and it's sitting on my shoulders trying to break me, but I'm getting stronger. My life has taught me how to stand up, chin up, chest out, and never throw my hands up. See, we were trained to go to war, but was never quite prepared for the casualties of war. Especially at the hands of the system, when our brothers are the victims and we wishing we was with them. So many homicides, my mind's blown. Traumatized and teary-eyed, my dog's gone.